lead up to the Chronic and the Chronic actually manifesting and becoming what it was, what were you thinking about Dre's musical legacy up to that point?
Me personally, like we was talking about the world class record crew days with the Egyptian Love and all that. That shit was huge. Like, people forget about that. Like, let that fly past over their shoulder. Like, Dre wasn't a part of that. And then you got Eazy-E, you know, because Eazy-E came before N.W.A. Right. So boom, you got Eazy-E with the dope man. I mean the dope man and the Boys in the Hood and all that. And then you come with N.W.A. You know what I mean? Then you got DLC. You know, and then from there comes, you know what I mean, Ice Cube and so on, MC Ren, CPO. You know what I mean? You remember CPO, right?
Yeah,
Ballad of a Menace?
MC Ren, baby.
Come on, man. CPO. Yep. You know what I mean? And then he hooks up with Suge, you know, and Snoop, and gets the Dog Pound, get Lady of Rage, you know what I mean? Get Daz and Corrupt, you know what I mean? The Snoop, you know what I mean? The list goes on and on, you know what I mean? Jewel, the singer, you know what I mean? Everybody, just that whole clique it just changed the game, because not only did he have his old school N.W.A. type of funk and game and beats that he was bringing, he was tapped in with the youngsters, you know, and Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound was bringing that RBX. Right. You know what I mean? They bring that young fire, Warren G, that young fire, you know what I mean, that the youngsters can relate to, because hip hop is a young man's sport. Right. You know what I mean? Dre was getting, you know, kind of up there, so he tapped in with the youngsters, and that was the best thing you could do when you do this hip hop shit, man. Tap in with them youngsters, and they gonna bring that new wave to you. So he tapped in with Snoop and them. The shit went crazy. Snoop Dogg solo shit was the biggest anticipated fucking solo album since what? Like a fucking LL Cool J album or something, right? Or a Rakim album. So his shit was huge. He dropped that Doggy Style. Pac get out of jail. Right. Gets bailed out by Suge. The most anticipated album. Shits on Snoop. Becomes the most best rapper on death row, period. The most important rapper on death row. Dre leaves. Finds the next biggest artist in the best biggest artist, Eminem. Right. Falls into his fucking lap. Look how God worked. You know what I mean? He gave up a whole legacy, record label, shit. You can have that shit. If I could build this, I could build it again, because I done did this shit 3 times already.
And he made it bigger than it was.
And I made it bigger than it was. So I done did this shit already. Shit, you can have that shit. Boom. We gonna do it aftermath. And it really was the aftermath of all the shit, right? So he come with M. Right. M shits on everything. Right. Caucasian rapper. Dissing everybody from punk rockers to rappers to singers to your favorite fucking reality show stars, whatever. He's shitting on them. With an attitude.
Even Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I said pop stars. Shitting on the king of pop. Everybody. Elvis. Everybody just shocked the fucking world because of what he said, like how he pressed the envelope. He didn't give a fuck. Right. So M changed the game. And then M, in true Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg fashion, comes with 50 Cent, man. Yep. And 50 changes the fucking game. Because before 50 came, everybody was singing. Shout out to Ja Rule. Niggas was singing and lovey-dovey. Everybody felt like they needed some singing on the hook, like with a J-Lo or some shit, or Mary J. Blige on the hook to even get on the radio. Right. 50 came with that, what up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, gangsta? Right. And it just went back to street shit again. And I just say, every time Dre and them dropped something, it changed the fucking streets. That Straight Outta Compton changed rap, because it was on some old hip-hop backpack conscious rap. It was conscious, a lot of conscious rap going on. That shit came, it went instant gangster. That was a creation of gangster rap, the first, period. I mean, as far as West Coast. Now, East Coast dudes been doing this shit.
Well, with Straight Outta Compton, we had the evolution from, you know, King T and Ice-T kind of laying the blueprint, and then what Dr. Dre, because Schoolie D and I had talked about this a lot, and what he thought, which I agree with, is that N.W.A. kind of, even though they didn't water it down, he said they kind of Hollywoodized it. Yeah. They made it like bigger and like a blockbuster event, whereas like King T and Ice-T, they were doing it more, you know, on a street level, more on like a hood level, whereas N.W.A. made it like a blockbuster event. You know, saying fuck the police at the time was crazy.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The only one out of them two that you named that was really rapping about some real street shit was Ice-T. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He had the 6 in the morning talking about the police at the door and shit, selling dope. But King T was more, you know, rapping about the LA streets, low riders and shit, you know, like that. But he wasn't rapping about selling crack and dope and shit, you know what I mean? So when it come to that, it was like N.W.A. They came with the motherfucking Boys in the Hood and all that
Dope
shit.
Man.
Dope Man, you know what I mean? The shit that really touched the hood. Now, no disrespect to King T, he had dope ass music, dope lyricists, but he didn't touch the hood like that touched the hood. You feel how it could relate different?
Yeah.
Ice-T related different just because of that one song, 6 in the morning. That was a dope boy anthem.
Right.
Before N.W.A. was thought of, that was a D-boy anthem. 6 in the morning, police at my door.
Right.
Grab the Adidas off the ground through the floor, like boom.
Yep.
So that was it. But other than that, they took it to a whole nother fucking level. The music was better, the lyrics was better, the concepts was better. They came with an image.
Right.
That's what fucked up whatever everybody else was doing.
So as a historian, as an artist yourself, and as somebody who's collaborated with hundreds of artists, what did Dre do and what does Dre do that enables him to constantly create these movements and these mega things that are always bigger and bigger?
Hold on, then we got number 6. Kendrick Lamar. We forgot that. Right. He did it again. Kendrick came and switched the game one more time. So he switched the game 6 fucking times, man. And Dre, I think he has a good ear for talent. I think he knows how to dust a fucking rock off and make it a diamond.
Okay.
You know, he knows how to find that shit that's dirty. Grab it like, oh, this shit, you don't know what this gonna watch when I get done with it. He dust that shit off and shine it. Once that shit come up, blah, that shit is like, whoa, VVS1, how you get that? Like, that was a little dirt rock. You thought it was a dirt rock. So I got a hold of that motherfucker. So Dre knows how to enhance an artist. You know what I mean? Like, he's more than a producer. He's like one of the best mixers in the game. Like, far as mixers, you know, because I come from niggas, I own my own record label, so I used to pay $5,000 per song to get mixed, you know, by Mike Dean, who mixes all Kanye and them shit now, all Jay
From
shit.
The Rap A Lot.
But Mike Dean is the closest you will get to what Dr. Dre do. You know what I mean? And Dr. Dre is shitting on everybody. Far as he has that ear. You know what I mean? So not only has the ear with the production and mixing and mastering, has an ear for your voice. So he'll tell you how to use your voice, your own shit. You thinking like, oh, I'm the nigga, I'm gonna go in there and say this verse and I'm out of here. Dre like, nah, go back in there. And then not only one, he gonna have you go back in there 100 times until he feel like your shit is right. Ask Snoop how many times he had to do the G thing.
Right.
Until Dre was like, yo, that's perfect. Oh, you just say mellow up. You know, say like, instead of saying cheer, say cheer. Take it like he's that fucking critical with your lyrics. Like, I mean, Dre could tell you that.
I've been in the studio with Dre
so,
multiple times. I've seen it in action.
So he's like the fucking Phil Jackson of this rap shit. You know, he really will take you to the next level. So it's more than just him just finding a motherfucker. He's helping you, critiquing you, and bringing a beast out of you, teaching you how to do this shit professionally and make it sound the best possible. So nobody does that. Motherfucker just let you go in the studio, rap over his beat, and they gonna make sure they beat sound tight, but not you. Right. You know what I mean? Dre makes sure everything sound tight. That's the difference. He's hands-on.
And I think too that, you know, since rap does things differently than almost every other form of music, like people don't really understand what a producer does, and you just spoke on it because, you know, I think when you look at the upper echelon of producers in rap history, you look at the Larry Smiths, you know, the people that are actually musical like Dre, like DJ Quincy Jones. These dudes are actually understand music more than making a beat. And how to like use, High Tech and I have talked about this too, but like you're using the artist as an instrument.
As an instrument, that's exactly what he do. He says your voice is an instrument. That's what Dre say. He say you're an instrument. You're the other instrument on his track. You gotta fit in pocket.
We appreciate it, Yuck. That was
thanks, man.
Rather insightful as always.
You know I got game, man. You know I'm an
OG. I know this, man.